Pause to think before responding to what your partner is telling you. When your partner is relaying what you think to be a lie, take a brief moment before you answer. Use the time to process any of their lying patterns and keep yourself from responding impulsively. Ask direct questions or challenge what your spouse is saying. Some research suggests asking for eye contact and requesting that the story be told in reverse when you think a person may be lying. Lying takes considerable effort, so reversing the order of the events increases the cognitive load, making it more challenging to maintain a lie. So, if you ask your spouse to retell their story out of chronological order, cracks in the story and other behavioral indicators may be easier to spot. Should you confront deception in a relationship? Once you suspect a person is lying, should you confront them immediately or wait for further proof? Some experts believe the sooner the cards are on the table and the sooner honesty is lived out again in a partnership, the better. However, you may also consider waiting until you have uncovered more information and facts before confronting your spouse with your suspicions. Only you know what is most comfortable for you and what is best for your specific situation, including the potential consequences of the accusation and confrontation. Should you forgive your partner? They lied. You're hurt. Now what? Whether or not you forgive your partner for lying is a highly personal choice that may depend on your partner's past pattern of behavior and how much harm was caused by their lie. Similarly, only you can decide how much lying is acceptable in your relationship. Certainly, it is more difficult to forgive a partner for infidelity than it is for lying about going to happy hour with coworkers. Keep in mind, however, that holding a grudge can chip away at your well-being and relationship, so do your best to communicate your hurt. Forgiving your spouse or partner doesn't mean that you condone the lying or hurtful behavior. If you are struggling with problems caused by lying in a relationship, consider marriage counseling. Even if your partner won't go with you, talking to a marriage or couples counselor can help you come to terms with the lying and help you let go and forgive so you can move on. When to leave a lying partner? A small amount of lying is common in romantic relationships. For instance, your partner might leave out details about a past relationship, or when you ask them if they are attracted to someone, they may say no, even when they really are. It's not unusual for people to downplay certain things in order to keep peace in their relationships. What's important is that you and your partner are on the same page about what constitutes a damaging lie. One study found that people are likely to project their own beliefs onto their romantic partners. So it's important to take some time to reflect on what your boundaries are when it comes to misinformation in your relationship. Once you know your own boundaries, talk about them with your partner. Do you both agree on what it means to deceive the other? What information is non-negotiable? What is unacceptable to be dishonest about? It might be time for the relationship to end if you and your partner don't agree on the type of information that is necessary to share honestly with one another. You may also ask yourself, am I giving my partner enough space to share information with me? If they try to be truthful with you, but you criticize or reject them, you might be making it harder for them to share things in the future. When you set boundaries in relationships, it's important to set consequences. If your partner has continuously lied to you, let them know that you'll find it difficult to remain in a relationship with them if they continue this behavior. If they continue lying, it's important to follow through on the consequences. If your partner doesn't express remorse for lying, for hurting your feelings, or shows no willingness to change or seek help for their behavior, you might seriously consider ending the relationship. Takeaways. While some lying is normal and can serve as a way to keep the peace or avoid hurting the other person's feelings, trying to cover up actions or telling repeated lies can undermine a relationship. The bottom line, honesty is a healthier approach for a happy marriage. Frequently asked questions. Rebuilding trust and getting your relationship back on track often starts with being honest about the underlying cause of the betrayal and committing to forgiving your partner. But it also requires effort on your partner's part to show a willingness to take responsibility for the lies and make an effort to change their behavior. It depends on why and how your spouse is lying. People who engage in emotional abuse often lie as a way to control, and manipulate their partner. For example, lying is often a big part of gaslighting, which is a form of manipulation that occurs in abusive relationships. If the accusation is false, you may want to consider why your spouse suspects you of lying. Are they insecure in your relationship? Has your level of intimacy changed recently? Are they gaslighting you or cheating themselves? Figuring out the why can help guide you to decide what to do next. Recognizing deception often involves looking at patterns of behavior and trusting your instincts. Some signs of deception can include avoiding eye contact, making vague statements, nervous body language, and changes in tone of voice. Signs that your partner might be lying about cheating include changes in their behavior, changes in communication, less time spent at home, avoiding you, acting indifferent toward you, changes in your sex life, and increased technology use.